All right, I'm catching up on record keeping after my holidays, and I want to let you on a useful productivity tip, tip, tactic, whatever you want to call it. It's called the Pomodoro technique. It's one of those like buzzword productivity things. Basically, the idea is you set 25-minute timers. So I've set a 25-minute timer on my Google Mini home speaker. Hey Google, cancel the timer.
If you just asked about cancelling a timer, there are actually none set at the moment.
Hey Google, set a timer for 25 minutes.
Sure, 25 minutes.
There we go.
Starting now.
Okay, so I've set myself a timer. I'm going to try and accomplish this full day in 25 minutes, and we're doing the 8th of December. Now, at the day starts here, and we have not in decreasing vola, touch of the Bollinger, higher close, lower close. We have an entry here, losing trade. At two, it's only a 2 pip loss, so it's a 0.67R loss, so a small loss. Then at 224, annoyingly, we have another loss here, another small loss. This is a 0.83 loss. And then at 238 here, we have a Bollinger touch confirming quick win for a 1.14R win. So we're down 0.67, down 0.83, up 1.14. And let's look what happens. So not in decreasing vola, touch of the Bollinger, higher close, lower close. Boy, that's a nice setup. Bollinger touch. 318. Take a screenshot. $318 RTV buy 1.20995, 1.2095. Okay, so that is 4.5. $1.20995 is the entry, and 1.21045 exit, and that is a 5-pip win for 1.1R. The ATR was roughly 0.035. We have Bollinger touch, painted the screenshot in, and 1.1. All right. So now we have 2 winners, 2 losers. Both the winners have been bigger than the losers. So here we are. So we're trending up. No, we're not trending up actually. We're not trending up at all. So at this point, we have a short trade. The high here is 32.1 and 34.1. So this is definitely a losing trade. Let's put it in 406. $406 RTV sell 1.2125. The stop loss is 1.21325. Okay, so that is risking 7.5. We we are resulting pips is minus 7.5 pips, minus 1 loss, and 4 is the ATR, Bollinger Touch. And I just incorrectly pasted screenshot there, so let me fix that. Okay. So the big question comes for us, are we trending up? We're trending up. We go into decreasing vol. Look at you. Hammer candle. Still in decreasing vol. Do we have confirming evidence? At this point, the low of this candle is 21,258. We have touched the 8 EMA on the 5, but not the 10. So we have no confirming evidence on the 10. Handy. Are we still in decreasing vol? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so we're out of decrease. Oh, sorry. We go into decreasing vol here, still in decreasing vol. Okay. Touch of the lower Bollinger, the low is 187. Higher close hammer candle completes it. Are we high and tight? We have trending, confirming evidence going for 2 hours. So the entry point is 25.5. The stop loss is 18.5. So that is 7 for 14. So the break-even point is 25.5 plus 7 is 32.5. And 33 is, okay, so this is definitely high and tight. And our break-even point is 32.5. So 30, 31.4, the high is 32.8. So this is a break-even trade. Gets to here on a break-even trade and then reverses. Lucky, lucky. Now, this is another situation that's worth noticing, that 33 would have been a losing trade. So going for the old exit algo would have been a 1R loss, and this was a break-even trade. So let's get that screenshot in. 8th of December, 4:48. So I put it on my thing, I share it. 4:48 RTC buy, and we are 1.21255. 21185, and it's risking 7, 1.225, and the ATR was about 2, and we are trending and blah. Okay, so that was interesting because the new exit algo outperformed the old exit algo. The old exit algo, that would have been a just loser. Okay, so we're out of decreasing vol. Touch the Bollinger. This is not high and tight, obviously, and we don't have long confirming evidence. Here, are we trending down? No, we're not. Touch the Bollinger, higher close, lower close. Is this high and tight? Yes, it is. Do we have confirming evidence? We have a Bollinger touch on the 5, and we are trending on the 10. Good trade at 534. Okay, so our entry point here is 1.2119 and our stop loss is 1.2115. It's risking 4 and it's Bollinger touch trending, so it's risking 4 to make 8 and the stop move to break even at 4 plus 19 is 23. So did it get to 23? I don't think it did. The high is 22.5, just misses out, stops us out. It's a 4 pip loss, minus 1 hour loss. ATR is 0.0036, and we have Bollinger and trending confirming evidence, and the old exit algo is also minus 1. Okay, so at this bar, we're trending down, lowest closing the trend on a uptick. Touch of the Bollinger, higher close, lower close. Look at you, Pikachu. Do we have trending confirming evidence? Now, the question arises, did we switch trending off? We start trending here. A close below, is this a close above? The EMAs are 200 and 222, and the close is 219. So we don't have a close above. So we're still trending here. So this is a good trade and likely a winning trade. Well, likely a break-even trade anyway. Let's look. Okay, at 6:02, 1.21165. 2 RTV by 1.21, 605 from memory. Sorry, that is incorrect. 1.21165. And that would make the stop loss, nearest half pip below the low, 1.21115. And that is 11.5 to 16.5, it's 5 pip range. And so 16.5 plus 5 is where we go to break even, is 21.5. So we go to break even here, we're at 22.5. We don't get to 2R, we're going for a 2R target, but we move our stop to break even, we're stopped out for break even. And that is 0 and 0 and 0.032 and Bollinger and trending and screenshot, and that would have been a 1.1 win in the old algorithm. Now we have we don't have to worry about this as a potential short trade because we don't have confirming evidence on the 10. We have this bad boy here. Do we have confirming evidence? Okay, now we have a close below 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we don't have 20 bars. We don't have a close above here. We have a close below, close above, close below here. So at 640, we stop having trending confirming evidence. And so this, we have no confirming evidence unless it touches the lower Bollinger. The lower Bollinger is 21036 and the low is, sorry, the lower Bollinger is 124 and the low here is 125. It doesn't quite touch the lower Bollinger. So this is no trade. That would have been a break-even trade as well. Touch the upper Bollinger, start trimming, decreasing vola. Out of decreasing vola. Higher close, lower close, 758 in the 8. That is a winning trade. Now, this is kind of important. We don't include a trade start 758, finish at 8. That's outside our window. So even though it was a winning trade, we don't include that. So let's look at the day. So how did the day go? The day started badly. And one of the things I want to point out to you is that it's kind of difficult after a lot of trades. How did the day even go? I don't know. So you really need to put it in. Like, otherwise you're never going to figure it out. And what I do, I just make some space here, delete off some old things, and paste values only, and okay, so we're down 1.26R. Okay. 1.26. Okay. And then I'll go back to this over here. And make sure my equity curve is up to date. Okay, so from a high of 340, we are at 334. So we are in a 6R drawdown at this stage. So what I want to show you is that that Pomodoro technique allowed me to do a shitty job. I set a timer for 25 minutes. When the 25 minutes is up, I stop. I'll just do this like at times during the day. That's my clue. That's enough.